What's happening with you?
Oh man, working.
You hustling?
Oh yeah, am I?
What are some of the things that you're doing right now?
Interviews left and right.
Is this your favorite thing to do right now?
yeah, I love interviews. I one time I went on a 12-hour run.
Did you?
Yeah. No, actually, was it 12 hours? Interviews? Was it 12 hours? Come on, man. Give me the time.
You
Give me
went on
time.
a
Give me time.
12-hour interview run?
24 hours. 24-hour live. He suck at giving time. Man.
Like
it took him a
20
year.
No, well, he's trying to calculate to make sure, he's giving you the right answer.
2 plus 2 equals
3 plus 4.
Right.
So you did a 24-hour live.
24-hour Instagram live, man.
Why?
And then this was at the time when like Instagram kept like once you go live for an hour, it stops your live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like I had to keep restarting my live every hour.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad for 24 hours. I don't know. It was for my album coming out. Well, for my mixtape coming out.
So when did you sleep? You're talking, you're yapping for 24 hours?
I was sleeping on live.
You were?
Yeah.
Were people like commenting and watching and stuff like that?
Oh yeah. Most definitely. Yeah, I was sleeping on live, and then my team would tell me like if the live ended, they'll tell me, and then I'll just restart the live.
Did you particularly enjoy that?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I did. I had fun. It was different, and there was a lot of people up there at the time. Like,
watching it live.
Yeah, all times of the day.
I don't know why that would terrify the hell out of me. Just like people watching me at all for 24 hours. You're trying to sleep. People are watching. Yeah. You're trying to do your thing. People are watching. That would drive me crazy, but it didn't bother you.
No. I was sleeping on Instagram Live and everything.
So what's happening with you? I feel like everything is like popping right now. How does that feel?
It's a blessing, man. Just to be in this position and be able to keep excelling with all of the support. It feel good, man. So we working right now. I don't know how to feel, but we working.
Do you ever? I know it sounds cliche, but you ever pinch yourself and be like, "Wow, this is really happening right now"?
Nah, not really. Just cause I've been at it. It's not something that happened overnight.
Right.
If it was something that happened overnight, I probably feel like that. But I've been at it for 7 years, so I kind of feel like it's well deserved right now, and we taking it step by step. I'm not in a rush to get nowhere.
No?
No, I'm not in a rush for what?
Because I feel like a lot of times people are so at it. I want it now, but that's not the case with you.
No. They get it now. They don't know what to do with it. And I feel like I'm at that point. Like I'm gradually learning. Like I've been telling everybody recently. You got steps to the game. You got the point where you learn the game, and then you got the point where you play the game, and then you got the point where you teach the game. And I'm still at 1 and 2. Once I get past 1 and I'm on 2, then I'll take step 3 and be learning and be able to teach the game. You get what I'm saying? So I'm in the midst of learning it and playing it at the same time. So yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah, man. Is it?
Yeah, I think so, because I feel like no one necessarily explains it like that.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's in a rush. Everybody's in a rush, and it's kind of like we like substance. I think everybody likes substance. We want substance in what we do. We want it to feel like forever. We want everything we do to feel like forever. It has to feel like forever. So if it doesn't feel like forever, we don't want to do it.
Was that always the case?
Yeah, because it was decision making. When I first came into the game, I didn't even want to put my music out for anybody. I wanted it to be for myself. So the thing was, if we're gonna do this, then this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna devote everything that I have into this. And if I'm gonna devote everything that I have into this, then it has to work. So yeah.
Why didn't you want, I guess, other people listening to the music? Like, why was it just for you?
It was personal.
It's
personal. If you listen to my music, it's like it's a real personal. It's real personal. It's about my lifestyle, my life stories, the things that I've been through, the things that I've accomplished, the things that I've haven't accomplished and I want to accomplish. Like it's like a diary. My music's like a diary.
Was it because you didn't necessarily want people to know what was going on with you?
In a sense, yeah, I say that, and then I'd also say like, I didn't care to be judged. I didn't want to be judged. I didn't want to be like, even on the album, like, there's certain songs on there where like they're personal. Like you've got songs that talk about me being touched when I was younger. You got songs that talks about like, like just certain things. It's personal, private stuff. So I feel like, as you kind of get older, things get a little bit easier and, you start to want to tell stories.
How did you get over that?
Um,
Because the topic that you just named, that's a very personal topic.
yeah.
So how'd you get over that?
Um, I didn't really realize it was wrong until I got a little older.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Until I turned about like 18, I didn't realize that what I had went through was even wrong. I thought that, as a young man, um, we're taught like as a man, we taught that like, being with women and being with women, no matter the age, no matter how old you are, no matter like that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And it was kind of like once I turned 18, I realized like, all right, you were 13 at the time. This woman was at this age. What happened isn't right. And I never told nobody about the story. So once I got older, I kind of realized. So I don't know.
How did it click? Like, could you say you come to the realization, right?
Uh,
So was there something that you were doing, or was it
once I got in high school.
okay?
Yeah, once I got in high school and like you start to learn things, and then as life goes on, I always tell people because people say age doesn't matter,
Uh-huh.
and age does matter because it's like an hourglass. An hourglass is called an hourglass for a reason because you only can fill one side up in so much time.
Mm-hmm.
You only can fill one side up in an hour, and then you have to flip it over. That's how it works. With age, you only can fill so much up inside of a person within 1 year. And the next year, they'll get a little bit more. And the next year, they'll get more. And then the next year, they'll get more. So as time went on,
Mm-hmm.
I started to learn more and more and more. And then, like, I feel like once I turned 18, I was kind of like, I got that, like, hey, that wasn't right. This is what's supposed to happen, what's not supposed to happen. Like, I don't know. So, yeah.
So while that happened, right? What was
Yeah.
your initial reaction after coming to that conclusion? Did you tell someone? Did you,
Nah.
or you just kept it to yourself and just
Yeah,
wrote it down?
Yeah. I kept it to myself because it's kind of harsh to say, but like once I had got to a certain point where it's like, it happened, it's over. So what can I say about it? It's like I don't know. Yeah,
How therapeutic is writing music and writing your story?
I feel like that was my coping mechanism.
Was it?
Yeah, that was how I got through everything that I went through. I used it to cope with the things that I was going through and the things that were on my mind. I had a therapist
Mm-hmm.
when I was younger, and it didn't really work for me. So I kind of just, stuck to writing my music, and now we here.
I feel like it works for some people and it doesn't necessarily
Yeah.
work for some other people. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I feel like you need to figure out what is your way of coping.
Yeah, everybody has a coping mechanism.
Right.
And with me, like, my coping mechanism was writing,
Mm-hmm.
making music. Music has always been my coping mechanism. So you just got to find what works for you.
So when you're sitting down writing these songs, right?
Yeah.
Are you reliving all of the stuff that happened to you, or you're just like passively writing it?
Sometimes I try to put myself in those moments again,
Mm-hmm.
just so I could dig deep. But it's never really for people. Once again, like whenever I'm digging deep and I'm trying to get in those moments, it's because I'm trying to pour it all out. Like I don't want it to be inside of me no more. So I feel like every time I make a song, like that's what it's for. Like I'm just trying to get this part of me out.
That's why I say journaling is so important.
Yeah.
Like you can't keep that stuff
You got a
inside of
journal?
you. Me?
Yeah.
No, I feel like sometimes I'll write stuff down in my notes,
You
but
gotta
I don't
get one.
necessarily sit down and journal.
I won't lie, it's different.
Because I feel like I would be extremely petty as I'm sitting down. This MF did this today,
Yeah,
da da da
nah,
da. But
nah.
I don't necessarily feel like is
But-
that what journaling is supposed to be?
I won't lie though, it helps.
Does it?
It helps. Yeah, it helps. It helps. Like I always tell a person, like, even if I don't care if a person gets a journal and they write in their journal about me.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it what helps you and you cope with the things you're going through, it's cool. Do it.
I'm gonna start journaling.
Start journaling. I won't lie. Everything is crazy. I'm gonna tell you something. Everything that I've accomplished,
Mm-hmm.
I've wrote inside of my journal.
Are you very protective of your journal? Like if people are like looking around, looking in your pages and stuff like that, would you get mad?
Oh hell no. I don't write crazy stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I write like I write regular stuff. Like I was like, yeah, and this happened, and I hate her because of this. Nah, I don't do that stuff. I'd be like, I want to accomplish this by this time, and I need to do this to accomplish this. So I mean, if you want the blueprint, it's in there.
It's almost like manifesting to an extent too.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Sitting there and writing about some of the things that you want to accomplish.
Yeah. It's manifesting it all.
Do you feel like you've accomplished a lot so far? Like everything that you've dreamed of so far, do you feel like you've accomplished that?
I've accomplished a little bit. Not really, a little bit.
Not to say that you're done. You know what I'm saying? You're just getting started.
I feel like a little bit though. I feel like I've done a lot of stuff, but it's a little bit. It's not really like, oh, like, hey, we can almost retire. Like,
yeah, right. Absolutely.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I got, man. There's so much stuff. There's so many awards I haven't won.
Mm-hmm.
So many places I haven't been. I've never been to Fashion Week. I've never did this. I've never did that. Like, it's steps to it. Like, I'm serious. Like, I feel like next year, like, I'll get a Grammy. And when I get a Grammy next year, then after that, then I'll probably get into acting, and I'll get like an Oscar. And I want, like, it's so many things that I want to accomplish. So I never feel like it's just enough, but I definitely feel like next year I deserve a Grammy.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like we put out one of the best records all year.
Is acting something that you want to look into?
Yeah. I think I need some acting classes. You know what I mean?
That would be so fun.
Yeah. You see me in a movie?
I'd be like, I know him.
Yeah. Feel me? It started here. This is where the story start getting rolled.
So the album's officially out. Tell me the feeling. How do you feel now that it's out? It's out there. The people are listening to it.
I feel loved. I feel appreciated, and I feel like people are actually starting to realize who Toosii is, who Najor is. So yeah, that's what I'll say.
Do you ever, before putting out the album, is there any butterflies or anything like anxiety, if you will, that you get before the album comes out?
Yeah, it's kind of like I hope they love it. But at the end of the day, like, you know, as an artist and as a person, you always got to prepare yourself for the worst. If they don't, what you gonna do?
Yeah,
put out another great record and keep pushing. That's all you can do. But they're gonna love it though. They love it, so I'm straight.
Are you someone that reads the comments?
Sometimes. I feel like the comments keep me humble though.
You think so?
Yeah.
How so?
Yeah, cause at the end of the day, like, everybody in the world not gonna like your stuff.
True.
And if you feel like you the best in the world, which is a great feeling to have, that's fine. But still gotta be humble because everybody human.
I get that, but also I feel like there's a thin line of trying to keep somebody humble
and then hating. Yeah,
right.
I respond sometimes.
You have to.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta clap back.
And I feel like the message is always different.
Yeah.
When you respond.
I go crazy though.
Like they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't even think you were gonna respond."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I go crazy though. Yeah, I had to stop because I don't.
For example, what did you do?
Man, I embarrass you. Like,
would you?
Yeah. I'm gonna take a picture of you, and I'm gonna find something you look like, and I'm gonna put them side by side.
I like that.
It's terrible.
It's petty.
You like it?
I do.
You like petty?
A little bit.
Oh yeah, you bad.
I'm a petty Pisces.
Yeah. You're a Pisces. Oh man.
Don't even try it.
Oh man, Pisces. Oh man.
Don't even try it, Capricorn.
No.
Don't even try it. Yeah, I know.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Don't even try it.
Listen though, it's only right though. You feel me? Like,
yes.
Cause sometimes it gets so bad. We're like, you gotta like. You know what I mean?
Like how you said earlier, I'm only human.
Yeah. And if I don't respond, it'll get worse.
Right.
You think this is okay.
So you need to check them.
I have to stop this right now.
The buck stops here, as my grandmother would say.
Over. It's over.
Do me a favor before we go. Tell me about favorite song.
Man, listen. It was a record that wasn't even supposed to come out.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't even gonna come out no time soon. You probably would have heard it like next year.
You know what's funny? I hear a lot of stories about like how it's always the song that never was supposed to happen.
Yeah. Like, we weren't supposed to drop it yet. We were supposed to do a tape with DJ Drama, and that kind of got pushed back. And we like, hey, like, this is catching traction on TikTok right now. Like, you know, TikTok is the thing right now. Everybody loves TikTok. It's like you gotta float with the generation. Whatever the generation's loving, that's what you gotta stick with. So I feel like I kind of just stuck with what was working. Favorite song, they loved it, and we put it up.
And look what happened.
Wow, we here today.
What's next?
Man, listen, the Grammys.
The Grammys, the Oscar, the movies.
Hey, listen, that's what I'm telling everybody.
I mean, you gotta
Grammy.
believe it for it to happen.
So everybody over there at Grammy U, you know, if y'all gotta come see these concerts live, if you gotta whatever you gotta do, come see it. We deserve it.
Well, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming in.
Man, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.